Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Kerbal Space Program. Why are they so dark? Is that normal? I guess so, maybe. Maybe it's because it's really dark. I don't know. The fact that their pictures are kind of out is bothering me. Let's see. This is reaction wheels operational. I want to find the hatch. Well, let's see. Bill is the one we saved, so he's going to go out on the EVA, and we're going to let go, and he is going to turn on his jetpacks, turn around, and then head to the space station. This is where it gets real exciting, sort of, more or less. So I believe there's only 2 people in the main cockpit right now, or cockpit, whatever you want to call it. Maybe not cockpit, but the thing, the control whatever, hanging out in the main hub. And then basically what we're going to do is just toss him in there, and then all will be good. At some point we'll add dormitories to this space station, which will probably be a welcome addition, I imagine, but in the meantime I'm not too worried about it. So, let's see, here we go. We're cruising in at a pretty good velocity. Fortunately our EVA propellant is nigh infinite, so there we go. Slowed it down considerably. And where's the thing we want to head for? It's right over here. This is also, since it's dark, a really good way to try to assess which way we're oriented with this thing. So it looks like we're actually pretty much fine. So nothing to worry about, at least. Okay. There we go. Okay. Forward. Down. It's a little less tense than docking is, but still a little harrowing sometimes. Fortunately, killing a Kerbin is a little bit harder than destroying a spaceship. And that is quite the boon for some of these things. Here we go. Let's just slow it down, slow it down. Whoop, there we go. Okay, there we go. And board. Sweet. Alright, so that's our first part of the mission as a complete success, basically. And then, let's see, we got quite a bit of monopropellant. I'm wondering how much it's going to take to deorbit this thing. So I thought about actually firing up the engines at retrograde and then spinning them back up and catching up with the station again. But really, that seems maybe just a teensy bit excessive. So we're going to attempt to do this with monopropellant. That's the thought. So we're going to do N. Okay. Of course, this isn't going to help my situation with my crippling monopropellant dependency that I've managed to slowly garner over time, but, you know, that's neither here nor there as far as I'm concerned. And, okay, that's 40. Let's give them 120 for the road here. And, oh, you know what? They're not going to be able to deorbit. I'm dumb. Okay, if I want to deorbit this thing, I'm going to have to do it the crazy MacGyver way. So, let's go ahead and do that, and then maybe I will, let's, Alt, in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to dock and refuel, and then we're going to pick this back up, and hopefully that doesn't take 20 minutes, because that would be maybe just a teensy bit embarrassing. Wait a minute, there we go. Let's go out. Okay. And some of the liquid physics on this thing are a little funky, but, you know, that's whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and orient towards Mooner Station, and we're going to do this via monopropellant in order to get a little bit closer, so we're not having to fire off our engines every few seconds. We're going to keep this fairly simple, hopefully. So's the goal. Let's go ahead and cruise in over here. And we're going to adjust a little bit via this method, trying to coax the cursor a little bit closer to where we want to be by overshooting just a teensy bit. Okay, and you know what? 5.1 is more than enough. Let's turn around, and then we'll thrust her up to bleed off a lot of our speed, and then monopropellant the rest of our adjustments. Okay, and there we go. That's actually not too bad. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, you know what? That works out real well. I like that. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Let's do like that. And, hold on, I need both hands here. Alright. Okay. Well, you know what? That thing's going to continue to freak out, and that's totally fine as far as I'm concerned. Let's, and undock. And fly away just a little bit. And yes. So I'm pretty sure we could dock at any one of these points and be able to refuel from there. So that's something I haven't necessarily tested personally, but I am going to go ahead and guess that that's exactly what would happen. But this is close enough that we can actually just go from one to the other, and then we'll drop off this ship and then go try to pick up some research. So that's going to be the plan, and that's how much fuel we used on that little out then back in kind of deal. So I rather like that. I think that's pretty smooth. We did okay, even with the added weight and everything else. So I think this is going to be a really good ship for picking up all of the EVA, crew reports, whatever, that kind of stuff that we need from the moon at large here. So let's go ahead and turn ourselves around. Let me get rid of this coffee cup because I'm going to need my whole desktop here in a second. Let's go ahead and make sure our speed is about as low as it's going to get. And then we're going to locate our target. Alright, that looks like we're pointed in the right direction. So, holy God. Whoa. Okay. Perspective is tough, guys. Oh, man. This is why I am enjoying this series, because things like that happen, and I'm just like, oh, man. That could have been really catastrophic. Also, this is almost kind of an ironic thing at this point, because, this was also, the week I was recording all of this stuff is also the week that, like, the Antares thing happened. The Antares supply rocket that was supposed to go to the International Space Station, and also the Virgin Galactic mishap. Yeah, all that stuff happened this week, which was extremely bad. I mean, I'm not trying to make light of this situation to be like, oh, it's just like Kerbal Space Program. But at the same time, I think it should serve as a reminder of, like, you know, these are serious, serious things in real life. And, I mean, through the miracle of video games, we can kind of relax about it and find it wondrous and entertaining. But at the same time, it's like, good lord, it's just so easy to completely just blow millions and millions of dollars. And you gotta be careful. And these people are clearly much better than I will ever be at the real stuff, and it's still incredibly difficult. Terrifying, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think there's anything I could say that could be terribly appropriate for the situation, and like, I can't profess a great political side that's going to be able to come up with some kind of a speech for, you know, basically coming to grips with what actually happened in those events. But yeah, I don't know, that got really heavy all of a sudden, so I'm just gonna move on from that subject to altogether. Okay, we're coming in for a docking. I'm a little high. Okay. Although, if you've seen me try to dock before, I pretty much always appear to be a little high. Like, either how did I think that was going to work, or, oh my god, I get way too excited whenever I successfully dock. So, that was supposed to be a simultaneous stoner and, actual literal meaning joke. Alright, there we go. Just get on in there. Yeah, get in there. That's enough, right? Oh, hey. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Alright. I just want to make sure that's floating off in the correct direction. Yeah, alright. That's acceptable. This is making me a little concerned there for a second. What's our current monopropellant? Oh, I'm not going to be able to see. Let's see. Can I do stage only? No, it's not going to let me. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Alright, I guess I could undock and then redock if I really wanted to see what my total monopropellant was, but I think this is probably more than enough, seeing as how, like, most of these were full before I left, and we're not going to be making nearly as many docking adjustments next time around, so... just for fun, though, we'll go ahead and drain into one of the emptier ones. Yeah, there we go, that's what I want. Alright, out. And we'll wait for that to happen. And then we'll go meet up with this guy again, and we'll send him downtown. And by downtown, I mean the surface of the moon at catastrophic speeds. So is the plan. So, okay, there we go. That's good enough. And then we need to actually refill our fuel tanks. We're going to do in, okay, and then in. And that's what these are for. Hooray! Refueling station. So we can basically, as long as we can make it back to this station, we'll always be able to pull off missions as much as we want. Man, that thing makes me nervous. Again, perspective. My ability to, like, a depth perception in general is kind of questionable a lot of times, like in real life. So in games like this, it makes me very nervous. Okay, so let's go ahead and undock. And... oh, no, wrong piece. Okay, and then back up. RCS, back up. Okay. Let's rename you really quick. Let's rename vessel. This is a ship. And, moon cruiser. No, I can't think of any onomatopoeias of some sort of triumphant shout I would want to use in this particular scenario. So, instead of completely embarrass myself, I'm just gonna go pick up this ship now. So, and oh, what the hell? Why is it so wobbly? I have some kind of crazy spin going on. Yeah, that's all. All right, there we go. SAS, that's what I need. Okay. And the SAS is almost cheating by itself. It's like, say what you will about using MechJeb and stuff, but the SAS is already, like, just completely indispensable. Let's go ahead and... okay. And set as target. Control from here. Alright. So we're on a pretty good intercept right now. Then we'll flip it around, pick up the save bill, and then, yeah, once again, take it downtown, etc. Okay. So let's go ahead and start the turnaround process at least. I think that's probably pretty smart. And... oop, that's right, SAS is on, so I'm not going to continue spinning, because this is a fairly light craft, so it doesn't need to worry about that business. Alright, and down. Very rough approximation of the angles required in order to get this guy. There we go. Up a little bit, up a little bit. Okay. And then we will move forward. There we go. Killed our speed. And up. Whoa, up. You have to do that. You have to hit K for actual up. So it's more like firing the rockets in directions that you are pushing the button, as opposed to where you actually end up going. Unlike sideways though, because if you hit J for left, and then you actually end up going left, and the same for L. But I and K, like, I never quite understood how that worked. Like, when did the standard become that up and down have to be reversed on flight controls? Like, I don't necessarily understand the history of that. Maybe that's a good Ask Historians or Ask Science or something like that kind of question on Reddit I'll have to do at some point. So I thought about it, and like the closest thing I can think of is that, again, like, that's how you actually end up firing the rockets. Like, the rockets shoot downwards whenever you hit downwards, even though it causes you to go up. But by that same token, that's not how the rockets on the side work, because I'm hitting left and to go left, but I'm firing to the right. So I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me. Maybe having full reverse controls was really weird, or it's something like typewriters, where typewriters are well, so keyboard letters are all mixed up because supposedly, in the realm of, you know, Snopes, totally Snopesable material, that typists were so fast and so used to, like, where the alphabet was located that on old school typewriters you actually had, like, mechanical arms that shot up and typed out all the words on the paper via ink, etc. Ancient technology, I know, whatever. But, yeah, so they scrambled up all the letters to kind of slow them down, and then it turned out that humans are really good at learning patterns. So it didn't quite work out as they had intended. So let's go ahead and line that up like that. Whoop. Okay. So I think that's probably one of the most interesting sort of lessons in like human ingenuity and hubris, that we thought we could just scramble up letters and nobody would ever be able to use a typewriter again. So very interesting stuff to me personally. Okay, let's see, there we go. Getting real good at learning how to read this nav ball business. So let's go ahead and move forward. We're a little high. Okay, and so, nope, there we go. A little high, he says. Okay. There we go. Getting the hang of this space business all around. Good stuff. This is taking much longer than I thought it would. I'm still trying to fill the dead air, though, with my stories about typewriters and whatnot. So, I guess mild success, maybe minimal, but still success nonetheless. Let's see. I wonder how fast it could actually come in on this. I mean, we're going slow enough. This should be okay for the tolerances involved in all the pieces that are meeting up here, but I still should probably be a little nervous. Okay, down. And there we go. That should do it. Yeah. More or less nailed it. Now we just gotta wait for them to line up. The magnets are working. They're wiggling. There's a little bit of a spaceship makeout session in progress. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Alright, then we face prograde. Or retrograde, I should say. And now for the big process that we spent all this time setting up for. So at the very least, we'll get a cool explosion out of it. Hopefully. Hopefully. So let's go ahead and we'll go map. Make sure we actually get a real good encounter with the moon here. Okay. And then we undock. And back away from the ship that we're trying to abandon. Yeah, this is a cool process. I enjoy it. Alright. Flip it around. And then get a stable orbit again. And then we'll watch this other one crash into the ground. Okay. And bam! Success. Look at how much fuel we have left. So much. Alright, cool. And, yeah, there's the save bill. Let's see if we can switch to it real quick. And then we'll watch it crash into the ground. I don't think we have too much to worry about. The moon cruiser and the mooner station, they're 2.5 miles away. So we'll very safely time warp here. Yeah. Oh. Now I am really nervous. I shouldn't be nervous, but I am going to be nervous. Just cause. Yeah. They'll be about here. Or something. Yeah, and their orbits are pretty wildly off at this point, so yeah, no worries at all. Yeah! Yeehaw! This is where we need like a Kerbin on the outside of the ship with the cowboy hat waving around, and you know, I guess it was Dr. Strangelove. I need to see that movie. I keep hearing references to it, and I've never actually seen the movie itself. Oh, you can't go any faster below 5,000 meters on the moon. That is crazy. Total crazy town. We can't even do like physics warp, like the stuff you normally do at launch, or can do at launch. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Kaboom! Ah, perfect explosion. Lovely. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we are going to have to go back to the space station on this one. Let's go Space Center. And yeah, the thought did cross my mind. I checked a couple times to make sure there wasn't a portrait in the corner, and I didn't accidentally put somebody on the wrong spaceship there. Moon cruiser. Alright, fly. Alright, now we can bring up our cheat sheet and everything else, except, this is the end of the video. So let me go ahead and get this. Seriously, rate my video on that one. Like, I want a little bit of feedback. I know it probably wasn't the most interesting thing, and I get really self-conscious about that. So, yeah, let me know if that was just a cool process overall, or if it just drug on too much or whatever. So I don't usually ask for feedback on things like that, and Lord knows that asking for feedback on the internet can be kind of a tricky proposition, but I'm going for it. So yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care. Either way, this has been Cardboard Decoy playing Kerbal Space Program, and if you have enjoyed, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have fun.